Oh, hi guys, sorry I'm late. I forgot we had a class today. I hope you didn't forget this, right? Okay, first thing first, let me take out my mask. Actually, I went outside to buy some groceries, needful things. And another thing, let me sanitize my hands. Okay, so here, all right. So ready for today's class? Get ready. Hi guys, I hope you all are doing fine. Stay happy, stay healthy. This is the third video for chapter 2, class 7 science, nutrition in animals. Alright, a little recap here. In the last two videos, you can find the link in the description box. What we had discussed was ingestion, digestion and absorption. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about assimilation and egestion. With this, we'll complete the process of digestion in human beings. Now, what organs are involved in assimilation and egestion? Well, we have already covered buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine. Today, we are going to cover large intestine, rectum and anus. Okay. Apart from this, do stay hooked to the video because in the end, I'm going to tell you about the digestion in grass-eating animals. Fine? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel Schoolroom Online. Alright, so in the last videos, we had discussed still the absorption in small intestine with the help of finger-like projections called villi. Right? And what was the function of villi? Do you remember? Leave your answer in the comment section. Fine? Now, after the food has been absorbed, the next step is assimilation. Now what happens? The digested food is absorbed by the blood vessels. It goes in the blood vessels. You remember there were the villi, right? And these villi had a very dense network of the blood vessels, of the blood capillaries. So the digested food is absorbed by the blood capillaries, and with the help of these blood vessels, it goes to the different organs in our body. Fine? When it reaches the different organs, there the digested food is utilized to build complex substances so that it helps in the growth and development of our body. Fine. Now this utilization of the digested food for the growth and maintenance of body is called assimilation. ठीक है? In very simple terms, assimilation क्या है? Digested food को use करना अपनी body की growth के लिए. Okay? The use of digested food for the growth and development of our body. ठीक है? और use कैसे होता है? जब digested food जो है blood vessels के through organs में जाएगा and organs इसको use करेंगे, assimilate करेंगे, utilize करेंगे. Fine? Clear? Now, so the complex substances like proteins are made up by these organs, different organs which help in the growth of our body, right? Now another way to utilize the digestive food is to get energy from the food, है ना? अब इतना सारा काम करने के लिए energy भी तो चाहिए. So how do we get the energy from digested food? Let's have a look. So the digested food in the simplest form is basically glucose. So when this glucose reaches the different parts of the body, then in the presence of oxygen which we are getting from the respiratory system, ठीक है? तो ये दोनों चीज़ें, एक आ रही है digestive system से, एक आ रही है respiratory system से. These two, when they get together in an organ, then the organ utilizes them to get energy. कैसे? वो ग्लूकोज को further break down करते हैं in the presence of oxygen, so that carbon dioxide and water is formed and energy is released. Okay? So once again, glucose in the presence of oxygen is broken down to give carbon dioxide and water, and in this process a lot of energy is released. Now this energy is used for the building of proteins which are required by our body. This energy is used for all the work that is done by our body. Okay, I hope this is clear. Now moving on. तो यू माइट रिमेंबर दैट इंटेस्टाइन में सारा अब्जॉर्प्शन हो गया था. अब्जॉर्प्शन के बाद द फूड वेंट फॉर एसिमिलेशन विच वी जस्ट डिड. नाउ द अनडाइजेस्टेड एंड द अनअब्जॉर्ब्ड फूड. ठीक है, सारा का सारा फूड नहीं डाइजेस्ट कर पाते हम बिकॉज देयर माइट बी सर्टन सब्सटेंसेज which we are not able to break down into simpler forms. Okay, and some of the food is not absorbed, okay, which we might not require. तो हमारी बॉडी उसे absorb नहीं करती. So we have undigested and unabsorbed food which comes in the large intestine. ठीक है, large intestine, first let's see what large intestine is. It is wider and shorter than the small intestine. ठीक है, and it is only 1.5 meters long. Now यहाँ पे जब undigested and unabsorbed food enter करता है, when it enters the large intestine, what happens? The function of the large intestine is to absorb the water. Okay, whatever water is present in that food, because small intestine में water absorption नहीं हुई थी, only the absorption of the digested food was taking place. So the water is absorbed in the large intestine, and along with water some of the salts which are present in the food, okay, that are also absorbed. Okay, salt and minerals. Fine. Now what is left behind is the waste. Okay, so अब इसके बाद after absorbing water and salt, we have the waste which is left, and this waste enters the rectum. Fine. Rectum में what is the function of rectum? There is only one function for rectum here, that it has to store the waste until it is eliminated through anus. ठीक है, so rectum में it gets stored for some time and then it is ejected or eliminated through the anus. Okay, and this is how the digestion is completed in human beings, starting from the mouth and then ends to the anus. तो माउथ से हमने फूड इनटेक लिया एंड पूरा डाइजेशन हुआ, अब्जॉर्प्शन हुआ, एसिमिलेशन हुआ, एंड इट वाज इजेक्टेड थ्रू द एनस. फाइन, क्लियर? So I hope this digestion in human beings is clear. At the end of this video, I will also provide you with a flow chart so that it is simple for you to understand and remember what is happening where. Fine. Moving on. You know that before this video, I had gone to the market to buy some groceries. There I happened to look upon a cow. Now, cow is a very common sight in India, right? We see cows everywhere. So I was wondering, why is the cow continuously chewing when she is not eating anything? क्यों ये मुंह चलाती रहती है अपना जब कुछ खा भी नहीं रही है? Let's see why. Now, that animals like cow, buffaloes, sheep, goat, okay, these are all the grass eating animals, है ना? तो grass eating animals में क्या different होता है और human beings के digestion में क्या different होता है? Let's see. Grass eating animals में grass में एक important carbohydrate होता है, that is cellulose. ठीक है, अब ये जो cellulose है, it is a carbohydrate and it cannot be digested by the human beings. Why? Because to digest this cellulose we need certain set of bacteria. क्योंकि ये cellulose बहुत ही complex carbohydrate है, इसको simple form में break करने के लिए we need a number of bacteria and different bacteria which we do not have in our digestive system. Okay, but the grass eating animals like cow and buffalo, they have this bacteria, the cellulose breaking bacteria, which is present in their digestive system, and that is why they are able to take the nutrition from cellulose. Now, because these animals have to digest cellulose, their digestive system is slightly different from the human beings. तो पहले तो हम देखते हैं क्या differences हैं. सबसे पहले दे हैव अ स्ट्रक्चर कॉल्ड rumen. Okay, rumen में क्या होता है? If you notice that cow, what does she do? जल्दी से quickly she just plucks on the grass and she swallows it. ठीक है, उस टाइम they do not chew it. वो सिर्फ ग्रास को बाइट कर रहे हैं and they are swallowing it. ठीक है, so they are just taking lumps of grass and they are swallowing it. तो ये swallow करके this grass goes into a sac which is called rumen. ठीक है, और rumen में क्या होता है? Partial digestion of the grass takes place. This rumen is a part of the stomach itself. ठीक है, तो जब इसका partial digestion हो जाता है, then what happens? It comes back to the mouth in the form of cud. ठीक है, तो ये partially digested grass जो है it comes back to the mouth of the cow and it is called cud now. तो यहाँ पे the cow starts chewing it. तो वो उसको chew करती रहती है और mechanically उसको छोटे छोटे pieces में break करती है. ठीक है, so this is called cud, the food that has come to her mouth after partial digestion in the rumen, that is called cud. This process of first sending the food to rumen and then the food comes back in the form of cud, this process is known as rumination. And the animals which do this, they are called ruminants. Okay, for example, cow and buffalo or any other grass eating animal. ठीक है, अब इनके इस सब चीज़ों के अलावा एक और डिफरेंट चीज़ होती है, that is called cecum. They have a special structure between the esophagus and small intestine and that structure is called the cecum. Okay, इस cecum में क्या होता है? In this cecum the cellulose breaking bacteria are present which helps in the digestion of cellulose. ठीक है, अब आपको you know that the human digestive system does not have this cecum, so we do not have the bacteria also and that is why we cannot digest cellulose. Fine. तो ये तो बात हो गई about those organisms who have a proper mouth and a digestive system in their body, है ना. लेकिन ऐसे भी organisms हैं जिनके पास mouth नहीं है, proper digestive system नहीं है, right? For example, several marine creatures like starfish or other creatures like very microscopic creatures like paramecium, amoeba, right? So these organisms, अब खाना तो सबको ही चाहिए, इनको भी चाहिए. How do they perform digestion? Let's have a look at that. Fine. Now first we'll study about the digestion in amoeba. तो हम देखते हैं, let's see what amoeba is. Well, amoeba is a microscopic organism. ठीक है, we cannot see amoeba with our naked eyes. We need a microscope to see amoeba. It changes its shape and position constantly. ठीक है, ये इसकी कोई पर्टिकुलर शेप नहीं है. It changes its shape and position. Position क्यों चेंज करता है? Because amoeba you can find in the pond water. तो water में है तो एक जगह नहीं होता है. It keeps on moving in the water. Okay, and it also changes its shape. ठीक है, ये शेप क्यों चेंज करता है? We'll look at it later. It is a single celled organism. ठीक है, you know that we human beings are multicellular. हमारी complexity बहुत ज़्यादा है. We have reached up to the organ system level and then we form the human body, है ना. लेकिन अमीबा जो है वो सिंगल सेल्ड है. एक ही सेल है जो सब कुछ करता है. It performs all the functions, respiration, digestion, circulation, transpiration, everything is done by one single cell. Amazing, isn't it? Then we have already seen that it is found in the pond water. And what is the structure of amoeba? It has cytoplasm which is surrounded by a cell membrane. ठीक है, and in this cytoplasm you can see a round dense nucleus. And apart from nucleus, there are many small bubble-like vacuoles. Okay. Now let's have a look at how amoeba performs digestion. Alright, so we know that the amoeba is constantly moving in the water. So whenever it senses food around itself, लेकिन इसका food क्या है? इसका food है other microscopic organisms, ठीक है? तो when it senses food around himself, then it pushes out finger-like projections called pseudopodia. Pseudo means false and podia means feet. So pseudopodia also known as false feet. ठीक है, तो सेंस किया फूड को, फिंगर लाइक प्रोजेक्शंस, pseudopodia या false feet इसने निकाले एंड देन इट एनगल्फ्स द फूड. इसने एनगल्फ कर लिया फूड को एंड इट ट्रैप्स द फूड इन द फूड वैक्यूल. So after the food is trapped in the food vacuole, the food vacuole secretes digestive juices. These digestive juices breaks down the food into simpler substances and the food is digested, absorbed and assimilated. अब जो undigested food बच गया है, that is expelled by the vacuole. Okay, so clear? Do have a look at the flowchart, and if you have any doubt, you can leave your doubt in the comment section. Like, share the video and subscribe to the channel Schoolroom Online. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. Thanks to all of you out there who have helped us to reach this point, and I hope that many of you out there will support us and keep us motivated, and we all will go to new heights. See you next time. Bye.